2016 Nissan Altima in for an AC concern, and they're complaining that they have to refill their coolant every couple days. So I get it, I inspect it. Yes, it does need a compressor. Low side is too high, out of spec. So what I ended up finding was it needs a compressor. They declined, cool. But they had another concern on their vehicle, and that has to do with the coolant, stating they had to refill, or they have to refill their coolant reservoir every couple days. So when I get it, of course, I'm looking at the fluid level, and it is up high, and it was overflowing because it was hot. There is a max line. Y'all see where that M is? That is for max, and the line is actually the seam. So we can see here, it's already overfilled. If you go to put coolant in these expansion tanks, in these reservoirs, you have to pay attention to where that max line is, because this is not supposed to be overfilled. It's not supposed to be filled all the way up or topped off. It should only be max to the max line. And that is because we have a pressure cap here. When the coolant gets very, very hot summer days, instead of exploding a hose when the pressure gets too great, that spring, which is rated 137 kPa, will open up, follow this hose, boom, down into there. And what that does is it allows the coolant to expand with heat, dump into this reservoir, and then, would you shut the fuck up? I don't give a fuck. And then so what that does is, damn, camera was jumping around. All right, so what that does, let's restart. So coolant expands, goes into the expansion tank or the reservoir when it is very, very hot. And if you have it above that max line, it could leak out. Okay, now when it cools down, naturally, that whatever's in your cooling system, it's gonna contract. So what it does is it pulls a vacuum on this, brings coolant back in to the cooling system, into the radiator, and keeps your fluid level. Okay, it keeps your fluid filled. So anytime you overfill that, you are going to get a leak, and you will think that you are leaking, and you will think that it's underfilled. But these have minimum and maximum. Minimum, because if that fluid goes too low, then it's going to suck in air. You're going to get an air pocket, and just all hell breaks loose, right? So pay attention, guys. If y'all want to top off y'all's coolant, y'all can, but just make sure you do not exceed that max line. Subscribe.